What's up, y'all? Welcome back to our channel. My name is Al.
And I'm Terez.
And we are the Joneses. Listen, if you are new to our channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So we got a confession to make, y'all. We still use our credit cards. So y'all heard that right. We still use our credit cards. And before y'all jump on us and start giving us hate mail, especially the Dave Ramsey community, we're big Dave Ramsey followers, and we are debt free. But we know what he says about using credit cards. He basically calls them the devil of the financial industry. So before y'all jump our guns, we're gonna give y'all the reasons why we actually use our credit cards.
Reason number one, we grown. Not just playing.
Reason number one is it provides us with a sense of security for things like fraud. And we've been hit a couple times. And thank God we did have our credit cards. Because there was one time we were in Miami on vacation. And when we got back, found out that somebody was out balling, running it up.
At Bed Bath & Beyond.
Buying up all sheets, pillowcases, crock pots, you name it. They spent, I think, about over $3,000 worth of money on merchandise on our credit card. But the thing that was cool was that all it took was one phone call to the credit card company, and it was kind of rectified. It was solved.
Yeah, we were like, we didn't go to Miami to go to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Exactly. We didn't go to South Beach to buy a crock pot.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, it was one of those things where it provided us that sense of security and just being responsible for that money. And yes, you do have some security under debit cards, but it's a headache.
We did run into some fraudulent issues with our debit card before, and it was a huge headache trying to get our money back. Yeah. It was 2 separate occasions within 3 days of each other from the same vendor, like about $400 a piece. And it was a huge headache. Yeah. Like, how did they hit us the second time? Yeah. Like,
and the bank was supposed to stop it after we reported it the first time. The bank was supposed to stop this vendor from taking money out of our account. And we've never did business with this vendor before or whatever. It was fraud, basically. It was disguised as something else. But we were like, dude, like, what's going on?
Yeah, our card was supposed to be, our account was supposed to be locked. Yeah. But lo and behold, 3 days later,
another charge, $400. And it was just a big headache. With the credit card, all it took was one phone call, and hey, yeah, you know, it was taken care of. But with our actual bank, our actual money, our money, it took a phone call. It took me going to the bank several times, and then eventually we just actually closed the account, got another account, and then eventually we just actually left the bank completely. And went to a whole totally different new bank to start business.
Yeah, because after that second charge, they closed our accounts completely. Yeah. Gave us new accounts. And then because of that second charge, we didn't feel comfortable staying at that bank. Nope. So we just closed it down. Had to change all of our automatic withdrawals. Oh, that was all of our auto bill pays, everything. Our direct deposits, we had to change everything. The second reason we use credit cards is for the rewards, that percentages off and the cash back.
And I know Dave Ramsey and the whole community, and most people in the debt-free community, there's this thing where people say, hey, cash back and airline miles is not going to make you wealthy. Well, we actually don't plan on being or getting wealthy off of cash back and airline miles. We budget, so it's nice to get money back for things we were already going to spend money on anyway.
Yeah, and I will take that 10% off. Yeah. I may not get wealthy, but I'll take that 10%.
Right, absolutely.
Give me that 10%.
Like, you know, we're going to go out and buy groceries. We're going to buy gas. We're going to buy our kids' clothes. So why not get a cash back or percentage off for using money that we had budgeted anyway? It's even got to the point to where, like, when I go grocery shopping, as soon as I walk out the grocery store, I'm actually getting on my phone and basically paying it right back onto the credit card account, or as soon as it clears, because sometimes it doesn't clear to the next day. So as soon as I get the email notification saying that, hey, transaction is posted to your account, I get on there and I pay it off. Whatever money we have budgeted for it, I pay it off. So
yes, definitely. That's so that we can get our 10% off or get our cash back without paying interest.
Right.
Because then it defeats the purpose.
Absolutely. I think, and then too, one of the cool things about the cash back, and like I think ours is like 1.5% cash back. Mm-hmm. So you think about it, if we spend about $2,000, $3,000 a month on just stuff we were going to buy anyway, like, I think even our cable comes out on our credit card. But just spending like $2,000 or $3,000 a month on just everyday expenses, and we put it on the credit card and pay it back, that's about what, $45 to $50 a month. And I think last year we actually went out on our anniversary dinner for free because we had enough cash back dollars to go to Ruth Chris and have a steak. Mm-hmm. So we also use it for like big purchases or stuff like that, and even like just speaking to the fraud aspect. For on websites we don't use a lot, or websites we haven't used before, we'll use our credit card to make sure that, hey, if something happens, we are covered right away.
Mm-hmm. And it's not tied to our savings account.
And it's not tied to our savings account. Because the thing is, I would hate for somebody to, fraud us and they have access to all of our money. And now we, it might be some furniture moving because,
yeah. I'd rather risk Capital One's money, not ours.
Yeah. So yeah, like we said, we use it for like big purchases, or even if the money we have budgeted for like special gifts and stuff, like for anniversaries, like Father's Day coming up, we'll budget X amount of dollars for each other to spend the money on, and we'll just purchase the gift on the credit card and put it right back with the cash that we budgeted anyway. So, or like a washing machine or whatever. So, and even when we plan to move, we've saved up a lot of money for like just buying furniture and stuff for our new house. And we'll probably most likely put all that on the credit card. And then the beauty of it is we already have the cash in our account. So once it clears, we'll just put the cash back into the account and then we get cash back. So the last and final reason we use our credit cards is we want both of our credits to stay excellent. We both have 800 and plus credit scores. Next summer, we plan on buying a new house, selling this house and buying a new one. So honestly, this is really the only reason we actually care about our credit score, because we don't plan on borrowing money for anything else. So after we buy this house, they can have their credit score back if I go. So we kind of play this game of using the money that's given to us on the credit card, paying it back, using it, paying it back.
Yeah, we have excellent willpower. Having a high credit limit doesn't burn a hole in our pocket. It doesn't make us want to go out and
It don't
swipe.
entice me.
Yeah, it doesn't entice us whatsoever.
I mean, you can keep increasing our credit limit and hoping that we're going to bite and bite and bite. And now we're paying you interest, but we ain't giving you a penny interest.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, so if you don't have that type of willpower, then you don't need to dance with the devil.
Absolutely.
You might as well just cut it up and use your cash.
Absolutely.
Smart.
Yeah.
Stay debt free.
I mean, of course, there's things like manual underwriting out there to where you don't need a credit score, but we just feel like at this point, since we already have excellent credit scores, why not go ahead and use the easy route and the most, we feel like, time efficient route for us to just get the best interest rate possible to make this process as smooth as possible.
We want to reiterate that all of this takes discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Yeah. Like, you got to know yourself. Know thyself. Mm-hmm. If you know you're somebody who doesn't have discipline and you don't have willpower, like we said before, don't play with the devil. Don't play with the snake. Leave the credit cards alone. Don't even, keep them in your purse just for emergencies. Cut them up and get rid of them, close the accounts or whatever. You don't want to get caught in this game, and it can be a headache. We are talking about personal finance, so it's just that. It's personal. You have to do what works for you. If you're somebody, like I said, who can't handle it, don't use your credit cards. Well, we want to end with saying that we do believe in credit cards, but we don't believe in keeping the balance.
Nope.
We don't want to pay the banks any interest at all. At all. None.
Nope.
So,
we want to get paid interest, not pay it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we want to get paid interest, not pay it out. So that's all we got. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed already, I want you to consider going ahead and subscribing. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.